So I wanted to talk to you. I chose to talk to you because I feel like you have the best, grasp on who's with who on this tribe. And I found it very interesting because I called with every single person, and I seen like Mugsy and like Dar, and I honestly think like they're a duo. Like I think they're like wow, like it was scary. And I called with Mugsy and Mary, and then after I left, we had to call with me, Mugsy, and Dar, right? And then
Okay.
Dar joins up, and he's like, before I even get like, you know how they add people to the room. So it was just them two, and I joined. First thing I heard, oh, we have a big problem. Them two talking, and then I joined, and then it was silent. And I didn't bring it up, like they didn't know I heard it, but
Mugsy and Dar seem like this. However, Dar protects Mary over Mugsy, if that makes any sense.
you think so?
I definitely, at least,
Okay.
at least to me, when he was talking to me, it came off that way.
Yeah, because I just seen it. I seen it yesterday, and I was like, wow, like Dar will really report everything back to Mugsy like that.
They definitely are looking at Tabitha. So, honestly, I feel like right now where we stand, me, you, Tabitha, and Mary.
Yeah, I get the best vibes from the three of you, so I'd definitely be, willing to work forward with you guys.
Kind of seems like it's unfolding that way.
Okay. This is what I wanted.
Look how God works.
So,
this is what we all wanted.
thank God we won that challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Does Tabitha know about what just happened before this? Can I tell her?
Yeah, sure, because I'm lost. I'm like, my mind is all over the place.
So me and Ashley had a one-on-one before the Shack chat.
Oh, okay.
And this is the three that she wanted, yeah.
No, remember, Tabitha, we all wanted this. Remember the other day, just like I was telling Reazo, I was like, I think Tabitha is comfortable with working with the three of us because she was like, we need to figure out how to get alone time in the Shack chat.
I think at first I was a little on the fence just about like him coming in. I kind of feel like he maybe came in as a spy, but just based off the last couple conversations that we've had, I'm feeling pretty good. That could be subject to change. I feel real tight with you guys, and I think we all kind of feel the same about Mugsy, if I'm not mistaken. I want her out. I want her out.
I was telling Ashley that last night I had a chat with every single person, and one of the chats was with Mugsy and Dar, and before I joined it was just them two, and Dar was like, Mugsy, we have a big problem, and then I popped in, and then it was silent. So I think that Dar and Mugsy
I think they're working together though.
I think they're more like low-key, kind of like my game, playing in the middle. So I want to work with like similar players to myself.
Five to one vote, Typhon. It's like deja vu for you, except this time, unfortunately, you are actually out of the game. Do you have any last words?
Well, wish I had a better opportunity to contribute more to you guys, but good luck to you.
Well, I have some news for this team that they probably are not going to like very much. Dom's not here. So let me wait for Dom to get back.
Dom is
that was scary enough, Nick. See what you did?
I know y'all love this team so much, but it is time for a tribe swap. We will be switching up the teams. And the other team has a task tonight that they will be doing. They will not be able to pick the team and say who's in what team. It will be random, but they will be doing the task later tonight. So tomorrow night, you will get on here and see just who is on your new team.
Did you not just hear how happy we were? No backstabbing.
You couldn't wait till the middle of the night?
And really, you already had spoken about.
No, I wanted to break the news now. But for now, you have a few more minutes to chat with the First Legends team to reminisce a little.
Man, what?
So what is he gonna do?
That's like the delinquent team.
I know.
Yeah. So we get another person, or maybe one of us is voting, and that's what
I think two are going over there and two are coming here, and it's going to be totally different. This is a version of individuals as opposed to teams, but we're still on teams.
It's going to be a complete.
Well, we gotta remember, let's just stay strong and stay. No matter what team we're on, we'll just be. You know what I mean? That's how we'll have to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what team we're on. We can stay strong to the end.
Yeah, this has been
Right?
fun.
I mean-
This is fun stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we all. I do believe we got to know each other on a personal level that has not happened on that other side. So we can all speak for about part of each other.
And watch me be on this team with Mugsy.
Me too,
You're probably watching the videos right now of who said what.
Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna put it all out there.
I'm in deep trouble.
I'll be very blunt with it. If that's the situations, I'll go ahead and like this.
Yeah, well, I think the positive
Your
is
reign
none
is
of us
over.
really have anything bad to say about the other. I can't think that that's the case in their situation. So there's no animosity, nothing bad to say. We've done our part, and we stuck to this point with what we promised each other from the beginning. For real.
I just feel like our team has been so peaceful and like
I
not
know.
backstabbing,
Right.
so that whatever way the teams do
Oh.
go, there will always
Yeah.
be bigger fish to fry. I feel
I
like
agree.
the targets are all on their backs. Like they have a lot of people, a lot of names that they're going to be throwing out. We don't really have that. So
No.
if we just listen for information and just defend our people, that's where I'm at.
Exactly. Because we could still pull it off, and in the end, it'll be just us five. You never know, and all them people will be gone then.
All right, guys. Hey, it's been a pleasure no matter what. Good night.
All right, yeah.
Best of
See you
luck.
soon.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Who do you feel comfortable with?
No, I wouldn't say I'm particularly gravitated towards anyone.
Really?
The thing is, when everybody was voting Typhoon, and I didn't know the whole backstory about what he did, I had voted Mugsy because she did sometimes have technical issues, which may present a problem like in future challenges. But other than that, it's like, I'm not particularly in favor or against any particular person.
Yeah. Did they tell you what she said about you?
Who?
Mugsy. She was saying rude things about you. No one, they didn't tell you.
She was saying what?
She was saying rude things about you. When I had my talks with everybody, I had a chat with her, Dar, and Mugsy. And Mugsy was like referring to you. She's like, yeah, that bitch voted for me. She was calling you that. She was calling you a bitch. And I had a confessional. I was like, that's very rude of her,
Yeah.
I just told Tabitha that she agreed. So I think Mugsy is kind of out to get you just because she's emotional, But we're not gonna let her vote you out. It's all good.
Thank you.
We got you. Of course. I just wanted you to know that because I thought it was rude of her to say that.
So, what do you think about this new kid?
I think he's cool. I think he's about as cool as all of us were when we started in the beginning. I'm interested to
Yeah,
see.
like, doesn't seem like shady, right?
Yeah.
Or like a little bit.
Are you picking up on something that I might be missing out on?
Like I think he's so far cool and not bullshitting anything. There's none of bullshit yet.
Right.
But he just seems like like a straight talker. Like he doesn't stop to think about like what he might lie about. Now I wanted to ask you about, I keep calling her Tiffany. Tabitha.
I feel like there's something that I'm missing about what happened in the game. Because I guess I'm so confused. Like you kept saying like she kept answering. Wasn't she getting the right answers if she knew all the...
It had nothing to do with the game. It was that everyone was like driving her up because she knew the answers.
Okay.
But the only reason that she was so good at those answers wasn't because she was so super smart and awesome. Was because she lives in Canada. That's where hockey originated from. she's gonna know all the teams.
Okay.
So, but the reason why I don't like her has nothing to do with that.
Okay, I was like, I can tell the disdain for Tabitha, but I can't understand. She's praising her, but the undertone is that she doesn't.
No, I don't. Like,
Okay.
I can see right through her. She's got two faces, and like she'll be one way, and then you can tell like she's another way. And when I went out of a chat and then like came back into it, you know when people are talking about you.
I mean, you just feel that everybody's quiet. It must be.
It was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right.
Okay.
And she's just really like shady when she talks to me.
Just gotta watch out for Mugsy, huh? Just a little bit.
Sorry?
I said just gotta watch out for Mugsy a little bit.
You feel that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that she had something against you, but she was trying to like target you this round or something. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what somebody was saying too. I don't know why. Her and I haven't really talked. Like, so it's kind of interesting. So.
Yeah, she's kind of like a bossy person.
Yeah, that was kind of dictated on early on in the game that she's kind of like the, like she kind of takes over.
I think at Merge, like people will start to see that more.
I think so too.
I think you'll be fine. I don't think she's gonna try to get you out.
Yeah, I don't know, hard to say. It's interesting. Like there was only one chat that her and I wound up being alone together, and she didn't really say too much. I just asked her like, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the game? And she just said everybody's cool. But other than that, I haven't talked to her. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder too if she's working with, because what was interesting on our conversation that we had with Ashley was when you said that you got stuck in a chat with her and Dar was mentioning about a big problem.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious what that would have been about.
I have no idea, but we'll see.
How do you feel about Dar? Have you talked to him?
I don't think he likes me, honestly. So
I think things have changed a lot. I feel like I definitely do feel like I have a target on my back for sure with Mugsy. Dar, I'm not 100% sure, but I do feel like I've noticed that he's kind of getting a little bit louder in some conversations. He's not as quiet as he was in the beginning. I feel like he could be collaborating more with Mugsy, and there's obviously like some similar things in their day-to-day life, like with the modeling and stuff that was kind of brought up in conversation.
I mean, have you gotten any more intel on Dar to know whether you're more comfortable with him or if you're still like in the same boat?
Honestly, dude, I'm pretty sure he's working with Mugsy. So remember when we were on the chat yesterday, the Shack chat, and Reazo had said that he wound up getting in like a conversation with, he got in between him and Mugsy, and Dar was like, oh, we got a big problem on our hands. I think Dar, so what happened with me, so Typhon wanted to work with me. So Typhon thought that like I was like with him and Mary, and I was just kind of like sitting afloat. And then I knew that we originally, when we went into the conversation with you and Dar and I was like, yeah, okay, like this feels really good. And then and I've noticed Dar's been getting like a little bit more vocal lately. Like he's really like starting to chat, and like before he was super quiet when we first started out. And so that was interesting. But like, yeah, last night I remember, or whenever we had our last Shack chat, Reazo was like, yeah, Dar came in and was like, oh, we got a big problem. I think the two of them are working together, because I think Dar like is saying that because like Dar and I, like he thinks that we're still working together, because with the three of us when we went in that chat, and I know that he knows that you and I are tight. And so I think that Mugsy thinks that you and her are tight. And so I think that might be why he's freaking out, going, oh, like if they're working together, like Tabitha thinks that I'm on their 3 tanks. So I think that's where he feels in the middle, because that's the only thing I can gather from that conversation.
Yes. Now, okay, I have.
And I just talked to Reazo, and sorry to cut you off. I just talked to Reazo, and he said that apparently Mugsy's been talking shit about Mary, like calling her a bitch and like all these sort of names. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, and she's targeting you. He said, but I think you're gonna be fine. But
yes, okay.
Mugsy doesn't like me for whatever reason,
Yes. Yes.
And Reazo thinks that like him and Dar are like this too. So
Okay, listen. Yes, all of that. Yes. How are you feeling with Mary?
I honestly don't know. I haven't talked to her, and I'm not sure where she stands. I feel like she could be with Dar.
Okay, so here's the thing: if Mugsy is talking shit about Mary, then we can have Mary on our side.
I guess like babe.
Oh, come on.
Swap. We are switching off the teams.
Oh my god.
To determine the new teams. Wait, like the whole.
Yeah.
That's why. This is why my head was hurting.
Nick, can you elaborate? Nick?
You each have to pick a different number.
1 and 11.
Oh my god.
Is attached to a team.
I pray I'm not going to another team where I have to be plotting. I'm tired of plotting. I don't want to plot.
Hey. Hi, guys. I was worried. I didn't know who was going to be on our team or who was leaving but I saw how it said new legend, so I knew I was still on this team, but yeah, I was worried kind of. Got a new team, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Actually, I heard nothing but good stuff about you guys, so
thank you.
Thank you.
Reazo said that
nice to meet
the other
you.
team. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you guys, really. Hey, Jason.
What's going on?
Hey.
What you doing today?
Truly blessed in yourselves.
Doing good. Everybody's anxiety through the roof throughout the whole day, like mine, or what?
I felt the best in the last 5 minutes. Like it's finally here.
Well, it's nice to meet you all.
Likewise.
Hey, how we doing?
I was more concerned about if I'd be on the same team as Mugsy.
Yeah, did you guys have Reazo? Was he still on your team? Because we didn't know what happened to him. He like just disappeared off our team. We don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
He's still hanging around?
He said that you guys were all sweet, though. He said everybody was real nice and like that we would get along with your guys' personality and energy, and that he missed you guys, and so. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, in my humble opinion, I believe that's why this team switch happened, because we were way too nice for viewership. So they're saying, ah!
Well, that's not why we switched, because we had
They like each other way too much. We can't have this.
Yeah.
So that
This is definitely a new wrinkle, though, because I just I saw the email. He's like, "This is a new legend." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, what's gonna happen?"
Yeah.
What's it gonna be? And then as soon as I turned around, I was like, "Oh my goodness, what are we now?" So,
to be honest, I was really happy. I immediately recognized Ashley from one of the challenges, and it did not go our way as the original team. So to see somebody that beat you in something now aligned with you, that's a good feeling to have. You go from, oh, I sure wish I could beat that person, to that person's right here next to me. So, you know, if our punishment or something that didn't go our way is me ending up with a competitor that's been on a winning side of things, I'm pretty happy with it. I can honestly say this was the one twist I didn't think of the day before yesterday. What could they do? To do this, do that?
I figured it'd be merged, but I think it'd be like, all right, let's just flip it up. Yeah.
I just didn't think this early, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
we definitely got new buffs.
Oh yeah. Who knows? Yeah, who knows what'll happen next? I mean, it's like this is a trippy game.
Yeah. But this is good because we can do introductions now, and then we'll get a chance to like chat on a personal level during the chat here in a little bit, and kind of the same thing. There's nothing wrong with being honest and talking about things. We've figured out that no matter what we do, they're going to find a way to twist it up a little bit and make it something that it is and then it isn't. So we might as well just come off with a lot of things that we think can help going forward.
Where I see big personalities, that gives me an opportunity to tell my big personality to settle down and be a little small and learn how to sit back and let other people, lead.
Yeah, we're pretty we're pretty open and we have been honest like the whole time. Like I guess that's not really how you're supposed to play the game, but it's like we've been upfront totally. So like, you know what I mean? I don't know how you're supposed to play it.
Yeah, I think Mary. I don't know if you can agree with me when I say that we all have played that way. I think even down to our last vote where we had to vote someone off, we were all great competitors, but it just came down to one person in particular seemed to be doing lying and deceiving and stirring, and none of us were trying to play that way.
Yeah, well, we had the same vote for. If you're talking about the guy, we voted him off last night too.
He only had complaints about one person when he talked to me yesterday, and it wasn't you, Dom.
Me?
You're right.
Yeah.
It's so funny, right? Right when you see the vote, he goes. Susan says, "Well, he didn't like me, right when I said what I said."
Yeah.
So we just need to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 4 to play tomorrow's challenge.
I guess he said. Speaking of challenges,
Right.
I'd like to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I went to say I was going to, but I just figured I'd let them actually. I didn't want to mess up. You know what I mean? If we lost on account of me or something, then that'd even be worse. I would think.
I thought this was a really good opportunity, especially with Dom being another member of the team. She knows that he knows that she hasn't been a part of things. It was a great place to say, I'm going to stand out to this new team or this new 2 people, and I'm going to put myself up there. And then she didn't. And I wasn't even going to mention, to be honest.
Dom, you too, Dom.
I was on the edge of
Mary, then you guys, yeah. I'm going to sit out, yeah.
Okay.
I'll sit out. You guys handle it.
We'll have the new team.
I don't want to mess up.
The new team together. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I think.
No pressure. No pressure.
It's okay. You guys bring that vibe.
Let's do that. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes pearls.
Exactly.
I like my new team. I'm excited about playing tomorrow and seeing if we can, me and Mary can help bring them some victories.
One thing I was really honest with Typhon about was that I don't think anything should matter, just one specific challenge. It has to be an overall thing. The 17 points was crazy, but I'd never look to say, you cost us 17 points, you're out of here. Yeah. It's got to be something that's looked at overall from the beginning of how the situation happened to where we are right now every time.
Good vibe so far. Like feeling positive, ready for challenge.
I knew it was going to be.
I heard nothing but good stuff about these 2, yeah? We've heard nothing but good stuff about Ashley and Mary.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
It's weird because it's an interesting concept. I based 85% of my decision with Typhon on the fact that I didn't get to know him well enough before I had to make a decision on him on whether or not he would be an asset to the team. When it comes to our 2 new players, I almost have to do the opposite, and I have to base my opinion on a very short amount of time we're going to be with them. So I will run into the challenge of we lost, and do I go with what I did before? I have to look at one of the 2 new ones who weren't part of the originals, or do I go along with they still have a lot more to offer me and my team than somebody who refuses to ever be part of the team or any challenge. So I think it would be a very tough dilemma, and my only out is that we're going to win this tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it. We'll be all right. We're going to be just fine. I feel really good about all this. As long as we don't lose tomorrow. As long as we win tomorrow.
That part. I think in adding
we're gonna do well on that. I think with that dynamic in my mind, just picturing the personalities with the change over there, I'm interested to see who's on the challenge.
I'd agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? I can already see, Rita banging with what's her name?
Mugsy, yeah.
Mugsy.
Yeah, we've heard about her too, right?
Yeah, so that for me, I'm actually like, it could have worked out better for us.
I'm kind of worried actually because I think now that they're going to go into a challenge tomorrow or whatever, all 4 of them, if we lose or something, I have a feeling they probably won't stick to what we originally said, Jason and Dom, but you know what I mean? I think they'll keep those girls on the team and get rid of me, because I think honestly, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but I don't think they're going to stick to what we talked about in the beginning.
Yo.
Yay.
What's up?
How you been?
What's up?
What up?
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi Rita, nice to meet you.
Hey Rita.
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Emily.
nice to meet
You guys again too.
Nice
Hi,
to meet everybody.
Riazo.
Hi, Emily.
Oh my gosh, this is a crazy moment.
Oh, it was nice seeing Riazo. It was like the wellness check that we wanted.
Where have you been, Riazo?
I've been good. What about you?
Have you been on this team? Where have you?
Yeah, I've been on the team.
Okay, that makes sense now. Hi, everyone. So, not on the We Are Legends anymore, but honestly, I have some hope in this new team pick. I was really excited to see Rita. I know me and her are pretty close, and it was a surprise to see Reazo too. So I feel like something solid can be built from this team. Well, hi, new team.
Right. Hi,
This is
guys.
crazy.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Neither of them seem like jerks.
Where are you guys from? Rita and Emily, where are you guys from?
I'm from North Carolina. I grew up all around the East Coast, though, from New York to Florida, so all up and down there.
New York, right here.
Yeah, I used to live in Long Island.
Me too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay. I feel good about most of the players on my team, and I feel good that Ashley had a conversation with already one of the other players from the other team. So I think it'll be good. I'm happy to see, that Reazo stayed on my team.
This is the new team. We're gonna win it all.
Yeah, we are.
How are you guys feeling about the swap? Are you like sad about losing some people? Happy some people are not here, or?
I'm neutral. I
We're
like
pretty
this.
chill.
I think we're gonna do good.
Yeah,
I think so.
If we do lose, it could hurt me because I have connections to everyone, and it's like all so fresh to like the other people. So I think I could be seen as a target potentially. So I don't know yet.
Like, I do travel a lot for work and stuff, but it's a little harder when you have a little one. So she's
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Keeping me here.
Tabitha seems like the sweetest little sweetheart. Like, she has just good energy, probably because she's from Canada. She's just like smiley and a little mom, and she seems so sweet. And as soon as I saw her, I was like, that's somebody I want to work with.
Tabitha gives me more of like calculated vibes and just trying to fill out everything. But I am going to go based off of what Ashley said, and hopefully she is someone that can be trustworthy.
How old are your kids, Mugsy?
12 and 9.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I thought your kids were like teenagers for some reason.
12 going on 16. I'm getting that bitch out. Tangerine, Tamale, whatever her name is.
Please choose 4 players to play in tomorrow's.
Hey, I'm not doing this one. Yeah, I was like, let me sit this one out.
Dar Star doesn't really stick out to me. He's quiet, which could be calculating as well. And yeah, I don't really have an opinion on him just yet.
I'll play.
Where's
Okay.
tomorrow? Tuesday? I'll be here for sure. I'll play.
Emily, do you want this or do you want me to take it?
If you want it, you can go for it. If you want to try, or if you are not wanting to do it, I can do it.
No,
However you
that's fine.
feel.
No, I can do it. That's fine.
I'm not really concerned about having Mugsy or Dar as targets on my back because I feel like I'm in with the other 3, but I was a little surprised to see the 2 of them still on my team. Mugsy is still very much a target of mine.
Hey. So yeah, we heard nothing but good about you guys, honestly. Yeah, but we did hear some crazy stuff about that other girl, Mugsy or whatever. Like I don't know. They said she was kind of like just trying to run the show or something, or, or got mad at people or something. I don't know how it worked out, but that's what they were saying. I don't know. I like Mary. I like them both. I mean they seem both smart. They seem true to whatever they're doing here, and I just have a feeling that 2 guys, 2 girls. I think they'll keep them. Actually, you know what I mean? Because they saw how good they did in the challenges. So I'm assuming that. I don't know. I feel like the oddball out, kind of, but I could be totally wrong.
That was crazy, and like I personally didn't find out until like until he got voted. Like, so I had like no idea like he was saying like opposite things, because like it was just the timing of the chats, like me and him entered at the same time, and then me and him left at the same time. So I found out like totally later.
That was devastating, man. That was devastating. Like instantly, as soon as he was gone, because I was like, I want to make sure he does. I don't want Mary to leave have another second and not know that, And so definitely, and then of course, Muggsy's like, so you're the one who voted me, and I was like, no, Ty was definitely pushing you. He was definitely pushing you, and we didn't get a chance to let Mary know that things had changed. I'm happy. I'm really happy. A little nervous. I just hope that she's not feeling like the way the votes went, like I'm praying she feels no, need to make me, a target of how the vote went down, because she would have voted with us and it would have been unanimous. So, other than that, I'm very confident that, if we win or if we don't, that me and Mary are in a nice position right now, at least for one win and one lose.
We've all been just cool with each other. Like I said up front, we haven't, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm old. You guys are all young guys. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just like out there saying what I feel and how I feel. And I don't even know if that's a good strategy, but I'm just not a bullshitter. Like, you know what I mean? They're just kind of, they're probably the smartest girls out of that team, huh? Probably.
Well, they've certainly stood out a couple times as doing good. That first challenge, Ashley was with you and I.
Yeah.
And then Mary was part of one where they were the winning team too. So, I'm concerned with what happened. It had to happen. This is what it is. And
right.
They both seem very nice. Kind of on the same page that we've been from the beginning on how they want to do things.
I'm wondering, what are we going to do? Like, I'm not saying you guys will lose, but I mean, who would? I mean, where would you think we would go with that one? Like,
I don't even know.
They'll probably pick me to vote me off. I bet you, just because you guys are guys. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just thinking, like, but I don't know where we would go. We got to stick with our original plan, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying ahead of time, like, what would we do?
I know.
What would you think? I mean, I don't know.
At the moment, they're in the exact same boat we were 24 hours ago. We don't know much about them.
I don't think Jason's going to stick to his word, actually. Just the way, I don't know, just the way he's acting, kind of. I don't know. Something's telling me that. Just an intuition. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming that.
You know, and the goal has always been the same. We're going to stick with what we've been doing. I don't think that's hurt or done anything wrong. It's made it more fun and more personable to be playing this way.
Right. Dom.
The originals here.
Yes, what's up, guys? Wow.
So what did you think about the twist?
I was very shocked at it. I was like, oh shit. Like, when he sent me the email, I was just like, all right, what's going to happen? And my only thought was if we get, I didn't know how much it was going to be broken apart as far as us. So I'm glad we got to show the majority. But that was my only thought. I was like, damn, if we're going to a team, it's like, you got to be the newest person on the whole new team. I was with the other legends. So I figured that means that it was going to be us, at least a few of us on be the majority.
Yeah, my first thought was I was happy that it still had the title legends in there. I was like, okay, well,
me too.
The last one on my team, or there's going to be a couple from my team, but at least I didn't get traded.
Me and Jason have been in the challenges, but Susan's kind of been holding back on a few of the challenges. Like, you know, sometimes she just kind of sits back. So
yeah, because see, when we did our one challenge that she was in, she said that she remembered me. We got back and I literally could not remember. I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know. I remember Emily. I remember Jason. I couldn't remember the other person. I'm like, I don't. You know, and so that makes sense that her personality is more like introverted. I couldn't remember her during the first game. So I'm not surprised that they're saying like, oh, she doesn't try much. And she had said to me and Mary, like, I'm older, and so, you know, I think her lack of security within herself, like, it shows in her gameplay.
That introverted part of it is just like, well, we are playing Survivor. So, you know, the number thing is to play.
Yeah, and that's the thing I love about Mary is you can tell, like, she didn't talk a whole lot. Like, I try to make sure I give her the floor just because, like, jumping in there, but she brings it. I'm telling you, when we go to the competition, she is in there.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's what I'm saying. Hey, if you have the good, good spirit, good energy to get in the game, that's really what I enjoy about. And then one of the things that I just bring up was just Susan, just as far as participation. We haven't had her in a couple of the challenges, so.
I was going to hold off. I'm glad you brought it up. I was going to hold off. My thought process on it has been that we want her to take the initiative to say, hey, I want to play this one because I haven't. Right from the get-go, even the first challenge, she didn't want any part of it. It was more like, well, Susan, somebody's got to do it. And at the time, we had 2 that weren't going to be available. So she kind of got. But since then, it was the exact same scenario that she just did with both of you. But why don't you guys go ahead and do it? At some point, you got to pull your weight a little bit. Because, we're not going to focus on one challenge, but when repeatedly you get to sit back,
right?
If we win, great. And if we lose, then you get to say, well, that person lost, or they were on the team, they lost. That matters. Because we're vulnerable, we're putting ourselves out there by doing these. Right when the challenge thing came up, I'm thinking, please, Susan, just say it. Because I want her to do good. You can tell she likes playing this. I think she's having a good time, and she enjoys doing what we're doing here. But she enjoys it a lot more when somebody else wins and there's no consequences for her not doing anything. So
exactly,
I've got to reach a point where I can start to focus on what I'm doing individually within my team to help the team, and also what I'm doing individually to win this game, because that's the ultimate goal here. And so whatever's going to help us going forward, the memories of the past are great, but this is all about what happens from here on. So the 3-2 stuff only matters so much. It's all about what happens tomorrow night to start things off for me.
It's just us learning out? Okay. Yeah. So how do you feel about everybody so far?
Honestly, we've been playing a pretty straightforward game, like on our other team. And unless someone like really just sticks out and is just kind of like rude and disrespectful, but nothing so far. Honestly, Mugsy, just like based on what Ty said, I felt like going into this, I had this weird depiction of you, and I was like, yeah.
He freaking hated my gut. He said some shit about me to someone who ended up, because we were, whichever, he ended up telling me. And so I straight up said to him, I wanted to chat with him one-on-one one night. And I was like, why don't you like me?
Oh yeah, I think he mentioned that too. He was like, one time I had a one-on-one with her, and her first thing she said was, "Why don't you like me?"
I was
like, straightforward, and
that's how
come across wrong sometimes, but
and he was like, I like you. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, if you have balls, you already said it to somebody else, and say it to my face.
I like to say that, it was just rumors, and meeting her, she's a whole different person, but I think the talk is pretty much accurate, and it's not necessarily a bad perception. It's just, she's very upfront and very straightforward. It's a very New York thing, but I don't know how beneficial that's going to be in this game, because you can get people's feelings hurt really fast with that mindset.
Reazo, how are you feeling about this, man? I feel like we miss you on our team. I'm not gonna lie, we're just
Not a day went by where we weren't like, is Reazo okay?
Where am I at?
We're like wellness check.
We got no update.
Back, I think you guys will look each other. Yeah.
That's good.
I think it'll be.
That's so weird that he just snatched
you. Yeah.
Rita's nice. I like her. She's very bubbly. She's very outgoing. She kind of reminds me of Ashley in a sense. I think strategically, she's, from what I can gather from her energy, I think she plays the game really well. And I think that. I think that she's somebody that I could get in with just because of the relationship that she had with Reazo and the relationship that him and I have developed.
How are you guys feeling as far as team dynamics, or what is it like over here on this side? Is there a leader, or is there a?
You could tell them.
You're more tight with them. You guys are tighter. If you want to fill them in, I'm actually glad that the four of us are in a chat.
So.
Well, and I'm glad that Reazo is here.
Yeah.
Ashley talked about you, so
Really?
she
What did she
really
say?
liked you. No, Tabitha.
Oh,
Oh, I was like,
I was like, what? Really?
No, like good things,
No,
like
I like
positive
Tabitha
things.
too. I think Tabitha's really cool.
Yeah, you have very good energy. And
yeah,
I like
thank
it.
you. I think she's sweet. I think Emily is like quiet. I can tell that their team was really tight in the way that they didn't really want to like rock the boat. Yeah, she seems like she's super chill, not somebody that is just, you know, cutthroat or a backstabber or anything like that.
I told her, Rita, that she should choose you. So
Oh, did you really? Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank
of course, yeah.
I think that works out to like our advantage too.
But I do want to see where everyone's head's at and just kind of go from there. Guess Villain Rita is going to be coming in.
Is there anybody you guys are like especially cool with that like we should be close to, or like just
I
fair
mean,
game?
Dar, you want
What's
to say
all?
anything?
Hmm?
You want to say anything?
I mean, I won't repeat it anywhere. I mean,
I don't think
I'm not. You don't
everyone's
have
gonna
to
be.
throw anybody under the bus.
I don't think anyone, like everyone's as open.
I don't want to be like, you know, that person.
Yeah, you don't have to be. You don't have to throw anybody under the bus.
I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I'm like so confused. I don't know who to trust.
Reazo!
Emily, all right, we got like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Ask me anything. I'll be transparent. I don't trust most of that other team. They were
What
like-
other team?
they
So
were-
We Are Legends or this
No,
Vigilantes?
This one.
Vigilantes. Okay.
This one. They when I first came, they were like very like broken pieces all around.
Mhm.
Mugsy and Dar are like mad close.
That's the vibe I got, and
they're-
that's what
they're
we heard
rude.
that over there.
They're so rude too.
No.
I feel like Mugsy actually can like maybe work with the Dar. I don't see any chance of us working. If it comes down to it, I think Tabitha is gonna work with us, me, you, and Rita.
Okay, that's the vibe that I got. She seems like really good energy.
Tabitha and
and I-
Ashley really like me and the other team.
Yeah, so when Typhon came over, that's what he said. He said Ashley was good. He said Tabitha was really good at challenges. He said he was worried about Ashley because she was a teacher, and I thought that was like funny. I was like,
Ashley is very like similar to Rita. Like they're both analytical people. But
Okay.
It's not a bad thing, but it's just something to look at.
yeah,
But I
That's
trust them
good
for
to
sure. I trust Rita, Ashley, Tabitha, you.
yeah.
I trust Susan. Is Susan good over there too?
Mhm, yeah, Susan's good.
There was no ill will to me going to the other team. There wasn't. Alright.
Yeah. Well, we're still good with you, like ever since you left, we were like, is Reazo coming back? Like, what's up? Like, no one was ever gonna vote you. Reazo is a wild card, man. Like, I don't know where he's from, where he's been, what he knows, but I'm really hoping that he meant what he said in the last 3 minutes of that Shack chat, that like he's still with We Are Legends and that he's not sure if he can trust them. He could have been feeding me just a bunch of information, but at the same time, my gut instinct is telling me that like that was genuine, and so I'm holding on to that. I feel like you, me, Rita, and Tabitha, like a good core four. Are you close to Dar Star, or like?
No, I don't trust him.
I feel like he might be in the wrong.
When I first joined too, he didn't know I was in the chat, and I joined it. And the first thing I heard is we have a big problem, and I joined up, and it was silent.
Oh no!
He doesn't like me. I don't know why.
So you know how like people can, the MVPs get to do the one-on-ones with other team. The first game, Dar Star picked me, and and he didn't give up any information. It was kind of awkward, like nothing was really said, and so he seems like he wants information, but he's not going to give up any information. He's not budging.
Absolutely none.
Part of me, honestly, is like, if we lose this, is it going to be the worst thing? Because we're going to be able to get out somebody who's been talked about for a long time. Hopefully that would be the plan. Everyone would be on the same page with getting Mugsy out. Well, I know how Rita feels about Mugsy. I know how I feel about Mugsy. And if that's how you feel, that's majority now.
I'm still with you and Rita, like 100%.
Okay, well, if the challenge goes south tomorrow, which I hope it doesn't, I think some people might be scared to say that they want her out, but that feels like the general vibe.
Hold on. Can I have a second?
What?
I'm not with Tabitha anymore.
No, you're not with Tabitha anymore.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
So,
Ashley.
no, it's okay. I just have to. A lot has been going on. So okay. It was just weird because he said Vigilantes, and I'm like, whoa, that's not my team anymore.
No, it's not your team anymore. All right, Tabitha, you give the first one-word clue to Rita. Just give a one-word clue.
Picture.
Can
Do you
I
have a
just guess?
Yes.
Picture. Talking. I don't know. I don't know.
No. All right, Ashley, give a one-word clue to Jason.
Photo.
Camera.
No. Back to you, Tabitha. This is worth 4 points.
Memories.
Photo album?
It is a one word, but I will give it to you. It's album. So you got it
Album.
correctly.
Hey.
Okay, Mary, you are giving the first clue to Dom.
Disgusting.
Nasty.
Correct. That was a good one on the first try. 6 points for Legends. All right, put your hands on camera. Tabitha, what is your first clue for Rita?
Watch.
Time.
Correct.
Hey.
Correct. Quick with it. All right, Mary, what is your first one-word clue?
Instrument.
Band.
No. Reazo, what is your one-word clue?
Musical.
The things that go boing, 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 but like they're brass and they're really loud.
Well, that's not an answer.
Why not?
You have to say the word.
It's like cymbals.
It's not symbols, no. Mary, it is your turn again. For 4 points to tie up the game.
Strings.
What?
Strings.
Violin.
Reazo.
Keyboard.
Keyboard?
Mm.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
What are they called? Piano?
Correct. That is
Yeah.
3 points
Nice.
for Vigilantes. Taking a big lead here. So Legends are going to need to probably score this next time or lose. Rita, what is your first one-word clue?
Seasons.
Summer.
Hey.
Correct. I mean,
Yeah.
Vigilantes kind of ran away with this.
Good job.
19 to 6.
That's crazy.
This team needs to choose one of you all to make a decision.
Make a decision about what?
We don't like that.
No, don't put us on their team.
He's trying to switch it up again.
I know.
Don't. That's what you're gonna do.
I'll let you have a couple minutes to discuss it.
Tabitha, you want to do it?
Sure. I'm making the decision for the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Go for it, dude.
My trust is in Reazo's hands, guys. So it goes back to. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Hell no.
For now, the only decision you have to make is choose one person from the other team that you want to talk to tomorrow in a secret chat with the other team. It could be any of the 4 you saw tonight, or Susan, who did not play.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Susan yet. Because there's Susan, Dom, Jason, and Ashley, and Mary, right?
Yes.
I think I want to talk to Jason.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
Yeah, not a good one.
Oh no.
I'm just like, why didn't I think of that keyboard?
Oh well, you guys, I'm sure did the best you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's all you can do. You know.
Yeah. Man, Susan, is it still nice weather out there today over there? Or what?
Yeah. I was gonna show you guys how pretty the lights are behind me, but all the way down my street. I don't know if you guys can see them.
Oh yeah, that looks dope.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like those. You know how people have those like the round. I don't know, with the PVC pipe or whatever they do. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Like the art
Goes all the way down the street. Like I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah.
kind of cool.
Mary,
Yeah, it
you
was
did a good
nice.
job today.
It was cold and warm.
You did a good job today. Don't worry. It's
Thank
gonna
you.
happen. It's all right. We'll be okay. A lot of craziness in that one. We'll get it all right. We'll get it together. We're just getting our
It's
footing
all
with the new
good.
team. That's all good. We're fine. We'll be okay.
So now we got to vote somebody off tomorrow. Yeah, is that what we got to do?
Yeah.
I could do you all a favor. I could do you all a favor and tell you to vote for me, and then you guys can all stay.
You're done.
I mean,
You don't wanna play
seriously,
anymore?
I'm not lying.
You're done.
You know what I
playing?
mean? I'm serious.
Are you out
It's
of
all
it?
good. I've been on
done?
here long enough. I mean, you guys, I could watch you in the end. Honest to God.
Susan, are you
Like-
done? You don't want to play anymore?
Well, no, I'm not dumb. I'm just saying if you guys, I mean, because you guys are probably bummed. I mean, I don't see. I mean, you know what I mean? Just do it. Just do it.
No, do what? I don't even understand.
You vote me off. Vote me off.
I've been thinking about it all day, so I'm sure you've noticed I'm an overanalyze and think about it type of guy. And I have scratched my head the entire day as to what happened there, because one of the main things that I believe has happened in this game is that Susan is very, very loyal to me. And if this person is now saying, just vote me off, it throws me all up in the air, because I've also believed that she's one of, just based on not participating, one of the weaker links when it comes to team-wise type things. However, I also consider her one of my closest allies based on her loyalty. But if she's not even loyal to herself and saying, go ahead and kick me off, or I don't need to do this anymore, I can only imagine that she's so loyal to me. So it's had me questioning everything I thought I knew about Susan.
That was comical at the end. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm like,
she said, hold up.
that's why I was like, wait, you're done? You don't want to do? She's like, no, I do want to still.
It's like,
Dude,
well,
that looks sad.
yeah, it's just like that. That was random. She's like, I don't want to leave, but I'm ready to go, but not really. But I mean, that game was so fast. I mean, I don't fault nobody. I just was like, they whooped our ass. Like that's what I just was like, and I didn't think that they were. The funniest thing is, I was thinking like, oh man, they about to be arguing with each other, because they're like, well, you go, then you go, and I'm like, okay, but then they was in sync, and I was just
That's the energy we have on that team. It was consideration. That's what it was. No, you go. No, you go. That's why we were winning. We had such great chemistry and consideration for each other.
Yeah, that was a tough one. It was a tough night, but now, I mean, I guess with elimination, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of makes it so odd with what Susan just said, because it's kind of like,
I think she said it because she feels like maybe like, you know, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why she said it. I can just imagine that she's in tune with herself.
Mm-hmm.
And some part of her felt Jason yesterday or whenever that was we were talking, and knew that she was just, you know, because when we were on when I was on the other team, seriously, at one point, Mugsy was like freaking out, and she's like, "It's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be me." And then all of a sudden, that's why Ty was so confused, because it just boom, blindsided that, like it just flipped. It just so happened so quickly, but she felt it when the barrel was aimed at her. She felt it. Well, my plan was just to help everyone who keeps saying they just want honest people to play. Is just to help the honest people be able to stay a little longer, to continue to show, honesty does get through.
I really meant what I said, because like I think you guys should all like I don't know. I'm just that kind of person, you know what I mean? Like the game's bitchin', I love it, you know what I mean? But it's like when it comes down to how I am, I'm just saying that you guys could all vote for me, and so you could all stay and do your thing.
So you want to be done?
Well, no, I mean, but I will be, because that's just how I am. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, there is a way.
I'm the type of girl that will give somebody their last doll. I'll give anybody anything. You know what I mean? Like, just to make people happy. Honest to God.
Okay,
you know what I
what
mean?
you want? What about what you want? Because at first she was just like losing it, and I was like, Susan, do you want to be done with the game? And she was like, no. And then, but we had already kind of ran out of time, so I just want to like expound on that when I talked with her.
I mean, I've been lucky so far. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like,
this is the thing. Luck is great. I walk with the spirit, in the spirit, with the spirit in me, and I'm asking you, because there is a way. But if you don't want to fight for your life, then I will give you whatever it is that you want, because I'm that same kind of person.
I'm just saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you guys to feel as though, like, okay, like in the beginning, like this other team that we were all on or whatever, we all like stood, like said, like we will be like till the end, right? Well, it's like, that would mean that one of you guys probably would be voted off, you or Mary. Well, we all probably would vote for like you or Mary. You know what I mean? We would vote for you or Mary to probably leave if that's really how they are. Like, that's how I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we all said in the beginning. Like, we'll all stick together to the end, right? You know what I mean? So I would assume they wouldn't vote me off, right? But in my mind, and this is honest, like in my mind, it's like Jason's kind of tripping on it lately, and I think he'd vote me off anyway, Jason, now. Because I don't know, he's got different towards me, so I can just tell, kind of. Just being, I don't know, he's kind of being really, like, obnoxious, and he doesn't let anybody talk, and he's just, like, trying to take over everything, kind of.
What are your thoughts about me and Mary being on the team?
I like you guys a lot. I'm just saying. I connected, I can tell, I haven't hardly talked to you, and I connect with you. I do connect with you.
Thank you.
Better, because I see what kind of person you are.
Okay, so listen, if I was to vote with you, if you were to be the one to make a decision, if you were the one to hold the cards, right? If me and Mary were like, hey, we connected with you, or whatever, is there somebody you would be willing to vote off?
Me, right now? Yeah, I would vote off. Well, Adam, the people that on my first team, you mean?
I'm talking about right now.
I'm feeling
we're looking at voting someone off, and that's why I'm saying, do you want to go? Because you may hold the key.
Well, I could. I mean, to me, it seems like Jason's turning on. Like, I don't think Jason's being honest about how he would stick together with me or Dom. You know what I mean?
Once I seen like she had hit rock bottom, I'm like, if she wants to be saved, I can assist with that. Because, like I said from the beginning, Jason it's dishonest behavior. You're saying you're being honest and you're playing in this game honestly, but you're not. Because when me and Mary first came into the team, before we even lost a challenge, he was already telling us that he was going after Susan. And Reazo and Rita, they already told me that this team is tight-knit. Even Jason said it. This team is tight-knit. So the fact that we came in here knowing that you guys are tight-knit, and you still came to us and said, I'm going after one of my own people, that just tells me I can't trust you. So.
I would vote Jason off. I would, if I could.
Okay, so.
But he'll probably be voting me off.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. We have 5 people on the team.
Yeah.
All you need is 3 votes to save yourself. You're one.
Okay, but I don't know
I
who
may
else.
be a number two.
I don't know who else would go with me. Okay.
Because think about it. If
I
we
mean,
listen, if we send you home, if we give you what you're saying is the easiest road, do the easy road, send you home. Where does that leave me and Mary, anyways, with Dom and Jason?
You're right. You're right. True.
So
I see what you're saying. I mean,
if I could tell you that your gut is telling you right about Jason and that you're already thinking about making him a target, I'm telling you that your gut is right. But that's only in the situation that you want to stay and continue fighting for your life. I will vote with you. I feel like he would target me. I feel like he just sees that he knows that he has to appeal to my better nature, so I do what he wants me to do. And I'm not here to play anyone else's game.
She was saying, who would I vote off? And I said, well, I guess out of anybody, I would vote off Jason. And then she said, well, then stick to that. And then you only need 3 votes for that. And now I'm totally confused because I don't know where she's thinking that there would be somebody else that would vote him off if I was to vote him off. You know what I mean? If it was me, her, and somebody else, and I don't know.
It was so messed up what happened on the last team and that we didn't get a chance to tell you. So I want you to know you have an opportunity. I'm coming to you saying, you are the swing vote, honey. You hold the keys. Okay, this is what's going on. Oh my God. So obviously do you believe Jason when he says that he's not going to target us, that he's going to he wants us to vote with them against Susan?
It does feel like he wants to vote Susan, but like I can't really say whether or not like he's against us or with us, but it does feel like he wants to. He's inclined to vote Susan now.
He's inclined to vote Susan. See, that's the thing. It was the inclined to vote Susan that was catching me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy is just as dangerous as Ty. That's why he went after Ty.
Yeah, it's the two of the same kind.
That's why Mugsy went after Ty. Yes, exactly. Yes. So I just finished talking with Susan. She said she did not really want to go, but she's breaking her heart that, it's going to be me or you because, it's the original team agreed. Remember, he mentioned that too, that they were together or something. So I start running the numbers and I realized if you and I vote Susan, then they can just 3 vote one of us they want off, because the one thing Reazo said this team is trying to stay together. So there's no way that they're gonna keep letting Susan float because they want the numbers. So, in talking to Susan, I just asked her, like, if you held the key in your hands to be able to change the vote and take the target off your back, if you were willing to fight. I mean, because if you're not, I'll vote you and I'll be done. Like, she was like, no. And I was like, okay, if you had who would you decide to go after? I was like, please say Jason. She said Jason, and I was like, okay. For the reasons I laid out to you, Mary, I didn't tell her this, but for the reasons I laid out to you, Mary, I'm willing to go with Jason. So I told her if she wanted to just keep saying that she's wanting to go and wants us to just throw our votes on her, I winked at her a couple times, so I wasn't gonna wink no more, but that I'll vote for her. But really, if she's willing to do it and put Jason's name down, she's got my vote, and that makes you the sole deciding factor. Either she goes or Jason goes. Mary seemed like she understood that he couldn't be trusted.
So how are you feeling going into tomorrow? Any thought process, or how did you feel about the new team, new players? Anything stand out other than that craziness that Susan threw at us at the end? Because that was the highlight. That took over everything I was thinking about the game when she was doing there at the end with the just vote me off stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know what, I was like,
I don't know if it was meant to be that way. I don't know if that was meant to throw us all off so that we wouldn't. I don't know if she assumes that we're all voting for her tomorrow because she didn't play today, and that's been mentioned. And she was that was her way of giving herself up so that nobody had to make hard decisions. I don't know. I don't know what the angle was there.
they were saying about how Susan was not participating, and they want to have like they prefer to have teammates who are actively participating, and they were trying to get Susan to participate more. But so when Susan showed that confusion in there last night, it like the response wasn't that, oh, we're gonna vote Susan because she's decided, you know, like she's already saying like just vote me out. Instead, it was just like a big round of confusion, like in every single chat. But she's saying she's volunteering to be voted off to make our decision a bit easier.
Yeah, just don't vote me off. Well, wait, I don't want to be here, so just get rid of me. But I really want to stay. In fact, I want to win the whole thing, but I don't want to be here anymore. There's a lot of stuff going on there. We put in our effort. We put ourselves out there and made ourselves vulnerable to try it. That stuff matters to me. I want to know that I have somebody that's going to be there to play and want to be a part of stuff, as opposed to not playing and saying I quit or I don't, go ahead and vote me off. That's hard to listen to. So that's got to be thought about. You know, we were all there for each other. We're still learning each other and what we can do to help each other in the team. Well, are you at least liking this? Is this fun? Like, is this fun stuff? I'm having more fun with it than I ever thought I would have. I don't do a lot of computer type games and headphones and all that stuff. That's my son. He's really good at all that stuff. But I would have never thought I was having so much fun doing this. This has been awesome.
No, this is great. Like, I mean, like, this is a large part of why I signed up. I was trying to get out of my comfort zone to do this kind of
this will do it, won't it? It takes a lot to make me uncomfortable, and I've been uncomfortable a couple of times. Hi, Tabitha.
Hey, Jason, how's it going?
Doing good. It's nice to finally meet you in a non-competitive way.
I know, right?
I've seen you playing against me. You gotta be the enemy while we're playing. Now we get to
Yeah. It's like we're friends. It's all good.
There you go.
But I will tell you, Ashley's very trustworthy. Like she's somebody that I do trust in terms of like moving forward. If there's like more merges and stuff like that, like she's very true to her word. Mary, I feel like Mary's trustworthy. I never really got a chance to know much about Mary. Like I haven't actually spent time talking to her. I have not ever got a one-on-one with her. She's very quiet. She's very inward. So I can't really, I'm still trying to gauge where she's at strategically in terms of like the game. She seems very, very outward. And even on our team, like she was we were trying to pull her in some forms and like have conversations with her, but it was like a no-go. Because you guys got to vote somebody out, right?
Yep, tonight.
And how are you feeling? I've never actually, I think maybe, I don't even know if she was on the night that I played. Susan, I don't remember seeing her because you have Susan and then Dom.
Right.
What's your relationship like with them?
So the crazy thing with Susan is she is very reluctant and she never has an interest in playing any of the challenges. She played in the very first one, but it was because she stepped up and said, hey, I want to play. It was more so we told her, hey, you're going to have to play at some point. Why don't you just do the first one? Since we don't even know anything about it, just do it. She hasn't volunteered one time since. It's always, you guys go ahead. You're doing great. So I have a huge, huge problem with it. When we popped on to do the results of the game to say that we lost, Susan, at the very end of it, was saying she thinks it's best that we vote her off tonight. Vote me off. You guys need to vote me off. I've been on a very long time. And I've been happy and I enjoyed it, but you guys can vote me off. And we were all like, is this an angle? What are you doing here? Or do you not want to play? And Ashley, do you not
maybe she has immunity. Maybe
that's the only thing I can think of, Tabitha, and it's got me confused. I do have some quick thoughts. Now, if I think I'm understanding it correctly, I do believe I would go with one of the newer ones that I'm unsure of, and I don't know where they're at or what's to happen with them. One of my newer teammates would be but with what happened with Susan yesterday, I can't guarantee that's where my head's at.
Susan got to throw her ass out there like that. So, I really wanted her to be in the game. I was really pushing, and she was. As soon as she said that, I was just like, "Dang, Susan, I really want to see you participate." And then she said that, and I'm like, "Well, it's almost like you're kind of pushing yourself out." Like I couldn't take that and not assume that. Say if we did say vote somebody else, and then she's still not trying, it'd almost be a double whammy. So I just was kind of like.
So you haven't made a 100% decision yet, right? And I can at least talk to you about
95. I'd say because I just was kind of like.
I get it.
The psychology behind that, I just didn't get it.
That's the part. So I went to bed 99% sure that our discussion tonight, and the reason I asked to talk to you was because we're voting Susan out. I've now changed that. I believe that Susan is genuine and honest to God when she says she wants you or I, the original team, if it can't be her, to be part of this. By getting rid of Susan, we're separating it to 2 and 2 now. We have the 2 new gals, and then we have you and I. Keeping Susan along at least one more round and going with one of the 2 who none of us won last night. But I believe that Susan will vote for whichever person we decide if you and I can come to an agreement. And if we end this with that, I would let you decide which one of the 2 we decided we weren't going to keep. But I felt that having Susan there could benefit us going forward because she's going to be in a place where she has to play some of these games. And for all we know, she's really good at something that we end up playing. In addition to her being loyal to us, that means we have a vote on our side if Dom and I are going to continue to align with one another, which I hope we do. My pick would be Mary to go today. I just don't see a world where she's going to benefit us as a team. Nice person, sweet personality, but I don't know going forward that I can think of a game where she's going to just be on top of it and want to play and help.
That's good for the good. So I don't, damn it. It's very hard. I felt like Susan would be, we could stay within our alliance. That was like what Susan really kind of threw herself out there. It's like, well, hey, with us as a team and, Mary kind of being, quiet. So I thought I was at 95% going Susan. Because, it was so different. First she's outside, she was talking about lights, and then it was so random. Like, that's not how she usually is. So I was like, I don't know if she just smoked something or what. But she was a lot more, like, into something that I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think Ashley's thinking? That's because you know Ashley. What do you think her overall take is?
I think we're all like confused about what to make of what Susan said at the end. I still don't know. I went to bed last night wondering about it, and like after a day of work, I'm like, I still don't know.
Yes, it's definitely one of those that's just.
It kind of gave me a similar impression to Jason, like they're close, and they have like a similar reaction. Like before I had the idea that they wanted to vote Susan. I was actually less convinced after like last night and earlier, to be honest.
Okay.
It just felt like the other way around.
Because you know what they were doing? They were using her saying, just vote me. They used that like, hey, let's vote her. But I thought we were voting her the whole time. So why is it now, let's vote Susan? She said vote her when you were saying that you were voting her the whole time. She needs to let it be known in the tribal or whatever that she does not want to go. Because she needs to force Jason to lie so that when we go after him and we go back and merge with the other group, they understand why we had to send him out.
Well, actually, I had just finished the talking with Ashley.
So that's a plan then?
Yeah. So
okay.
We're voting for him.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, she talked me out of having everybody vote me off. So, so that'll be good. Okay, I feel better now.
I will probably do that because as I was saying to Ashley earlier, I feel more off about Jason, about the other team, and that I feel like there's that their alliance they're already very, very tight knit. Like Jason and Dom is already very tight knit.
How you
Good. Nervous, but yeah.
Why are you nervous?
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a trip actually, because he's gonna go what?
Who, Jason?
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I mean, the other night when we talked, you said that we were basically together in the vote.
Yeah.
And are you still comfortable with that at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now knowing that you're with me on the vote, you're with me. We're working.
Yeah.
At least right now together. I don't know. In these games, it's just easier to take it like bit by bit. I'm comfortable with you, and so.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I try not to share a lot of intel with too many people because that's how stuff gets.
Yeah.
Stirred
I
and hot.
agree. Yeah.
But now knowing that you're with me, not against me, I wanted to tell you, very first day when we came in, we were told that you were the target.
That I was what?
The target.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And then he told us to keep it quiet. And for me, I'm just like, every time we're together, you keep saying like honesty. They were playing our game, but you don't want us to let Susan know that she's on the chopping block because she's not participating in the games and whatnot.
They seem sincere. Now that I know that my gut feeling was right about Jason, I don't have a problem voting him off or making him my vote. But yeah, so I was right about how I was feeling because Ashley wasn't going to tell me anything, but she did because after I said I'll let you guys all vote off me, you know what I mean, like yesterday. But now I know now that my gut was telling me that he turned on me, so I knew it because I figured that I knew that he was gonna vote me off, you know what I mean. I knew he would try, so I figured he might have already talked to you guys anyway, so I was just like, I'll just vote myself off. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my god. So I'm like, that's why I was like, wait, Susan, answer me right now.
Well, thank God I talked to you.
Yes. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so what should I say? What should I say when we're all together?
So this is what needs to happen. We need it to be on record that you're saying I want to stay. Because this is the thing. We got to think about Rita and Emily, right? We don't need you in that position with them. Okay. So even if he shoots his vote at me, they expect me to say his name, right? But the thing is, you need to say, I want to stay, so that when you put your name down, when him and Dom put your name down, it explains why you voted him off.
Did we get the question out of the way, Susan? What's going on with you?
No, I don't know. I must have drank too many beers or something yesterday to say that I had to be voted off. I don't want to be voted off.
Well, I had two thoughts when all that was going on. She's either had a little too many beers, or we should probably be looking for her because she's out in the streets on a strip I don't know about. Looked like Vegas, but it wasn't. I'm glad it was the first one.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Susan.
What? Yeah, I am.
Me too.
Yep.
Good deal. Did I miss anything else, or was that the big question?
That's the first thing I asked Jason.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you definitely had all of our minds wondering today, Susan.
He pretty much is the one talking over all of us lately. So, I mean, he's like, okay, this person. Okay, that's, like, you can't really get in anything otherwise with him sometimes. I mean, he that's why I said he's changed. He's like got real loud and he's just like trying to run the show.
Well, this is interesting, Susan, because I definitely didn't know where you are, and obviously me, you, and Jason were kind of the original part. So I guess I'm glad to have some time with you. So if you want to play, who would you vote out then?
Who would I vote out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
because even when we did our Shack Chat, I was like, so who do you want to vote for? I'm trying to kind of push her on that way. She didn't have any idea. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell she's saying.
I thought we all were gonna stick together, but I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, at first yesterday when you said that, I was like, okay, does Susan I want to play? Because obviously.
No, I just figured that I would be voted out because you know what I mean, like, because I just figured that Jason kind of like, he's kind of I don't know, but I think he's kind of, I think he wants to vote me out. To be honest with you, like that's what I feel.
I wanted you to participate. Get in the game.
Well, right, but every time, it seems like he picks the people that, you know what I mean? It's like every time, like I've said, I'll do any challenge, but it's like he'll go, okay, well this, like he's just trying to take over everything. Like he just kind of mentions everybody.
When me and Susan had time in the Shack Chat, she definitely didn't seem like she was too tight with Jason. So I'm like, shit. So if you're not even tight with him, and we do keep you, and then you come on and then that's what I'm saying. And then she even told him that herself, because I'm like, no, Susan, we've had 4 challenges. You literally said you have one to go on anyone. Like I get maybe not the second one, but at least the third, and now this 4th one. I was just like, it was time for you to at least play. Because at first it was like, okay, maybe we'll swing this way, but then when Susan was going, she was zigzagging so many places. I'm like, I don't know where the hell you are now, because I don't even know if you are with this. If we were the Rich Reliance, are you even still kind of with us? Because if you kind of pushing Jason, then we're thinking now we're at a free for all at that point.
They're really they're going to be surprised.
I'd be
because now they've already screwed up the plan that they originally had a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like for that team, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. But we got to stick together. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah.
Yes, we
definitely.
Yes.
Yep. You got my word. Seriously. Yeah. It seems like we're now in game mode. Yeah, I think so, or something.
Yeah.
We're getting deep. All right, Susan. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's peel the layers back really quick, because we're all going to run out of time shortly. How does everybody feel about what the explanation was and where we're at with that?
I'm just kind of confused, Jason, because isn't this something that you were saying that all of you guys were tight-knit,
right?
And you guys were all open and honest and laid on the table.
Yeah.
But the table folder opened once Susan left.
So I guess what I'm asking is, do you think that was a legitimate answer? Do you think that's really, or did she wake up today and go, I really shouldn't have done that?
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Based on how we were talking yesterday, I'm not sure I believe that what she's saying is the case.
I asked her, I was like, me and her was on just Shack Chat together. I'm like, Susan, what was your feeling? She's like, well, I wanted to play, and I was just like, and I told her, I was just like, Susan, I just, we were together, and then she's like, well, I just thought, you guys would vote me out, and she's like, Jason's, picks who's playing, and I'm like, I don't feel like that's how it goes. She's like, so I just let you guys play, but I want to play, so it's just trying to figure out where she is now, because I'm like,
that's what I mean. And the explanation is already a little different.
Yeah, I was like, who would you vote for? And I'm like,
she said that you guys pick who plays in the game. Is that what you're saying?
That's what she said. She said that we, Jason picks who's going to play. And I'm like, no, we kind of let everybody decide.
When Dom first told me that it seems that I'm the one picking teams, that was shocking to me, because I've sat and hoped that she would put herself up there. And that shows that I'm not the one saying, "No, you're going to play or you're going to play."
Susan seems so she's so out of character. I was even trying to ask him, like, Susan, if you want to stay, who do you want to vote with? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, shit, if you don't even feel like we're the 3 that you were going to be aligned to, I don't even know if I can trust you.
I think Typhon was onto something, and it's why I struggled with things. I do believe that if he stays in the game, we have a probably better competitor as far as these team challenges go. I continue to have second thoughts on whether or not that was the right choice, but much like tonight, I know, at least based on what everyone else has said, that my vote's only going to carry so much weight, and if I would have went with somebody different than Typhon that night, not much was going to change. And what you said, the thing about Jason picks the teams, or you guys pick the team.
Yeah, that's what I was just like, that's what I'm saying. We had that second, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I say we just go with Susan, Dom.
That's exactly how I feel.
Susan, though, this is your 3rd tribal council. So how are you feeling about tonight, the vote, your 3rd vote?
I don't know how I'm feeling.
He's like, I talked enough yesterday. I got nothing to say.
You've been a curious character these last couple of days, Susan.
I love entertainment. I'm here for everything.
Did you want to fall on the sword yesterday?
Well, I was just trying to make it easier for everybody, that's all. But I decided today, why would I want to make it easier for everybody, right? I'm in a game, right? So I got to play a game.
You're right.
Mary, do you feel like she tried to make it easier last night, or did she just confuse you?
A lot of confusion.
Well, Ashley, this is a new team for you. How are you feeling about Legends? You're coming over completely in from the other team.
I am. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts. It's amazing that I didn't realize how much I had gotten comfortable over there, and then it's like, oh, I'm hermit crabbing in another team now. So,
Jason, this is not a new team technically for you because it is still the Legends, but it is a new makeup, a new dynamic. So, what is the new dynamic for you with the addition of Mary and Ashley?
Well, I think everything changes with the loss. If we win yesterday, everything feels different. Now we have a whole nother day to 2 days to get to know each other and feel comfortable. And by the end of the week, we just feel like a team that's been together forever. It's not like we were acquainted with anybody for years and years or anything. It just feels good when you first get to know somebody and whatnot. And now we have not only the dynamic of having new people on the team, but we lost. So it makes it feel a little more uncomfortable than it probably should.
Mary and Dom, you were the only two to score last night. You got the one right answer at the beginning, just like the other team.
It was.
What did you take away from that? Either one of you, whoever wants to answer.
It was just good to get that on the board. I think Mary had she presented the word for me, and as soon as you said cinnamon, I was like, that's what I was gonna go with. So, I thought from there, I was like, all right, we're gonna do well. But then when they had the guests, I think the one for watching time, like I was just like,
oh, I was so ready for that one. Wow. I knew we were gonna get it.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, and the funny thing is, I saw in my mind, I was like, their team still didn't seem like they were good together. Like the Rita dynamic I was like, I didn't see like they had cohesion, but it's like the less cohesion they have, it seems like they found a way to bring it together.
Susan, do you feel like you missed out not participating in this challenge?
Well, I remember they were saying Ashley and Mary were pretty smart, so that's why I said, you know what I mean, go for it. I thought, put them in there, we'll win, yeah.
That was your strategy to not play?
Well, yeah, that's why exactly. And Jason always speaks up and kind of picks his own players right there, so he's like, oh, that's who's going to do it. That's why Jason, I stepped back.
I wanted to play anyways. I wanted to get in there and play, so I was glad that she pushed it over onto me. I was like, yes, I'll take it. Because I didn't want to jump in and say, can I do it? I'm new to the team, and so I just wanted to see if there was an opening, and it just so happened there was. I didn't have to fight Mary for the other spot.
Jason, do you feel like you dictated who played in that game, or do you think Susan volunteered to not play in that game?
I think Susan chose not to play that yesterday because I know for a fact that my hope was that Susan was going to play. We had 2 new people and we hadn't had a chance to be with Susan. So even if we were going to lose, I wanted it to be 3 of the originals and 1 new person. But we haven't wanted to tell Susan she had to play or force her to feel like she had to step up to do it. But I think in the back of all of our minds, we've kind of hoped along the way that she was going to play and kind of show us that we can bounce back from that first round loss, and it didn't happen.
Don, did you want Susan to play?
No, definitely. I was pushing just because in these challenges, we just haven't had a chance to get Susan in. So I was definitely wanting to have Susan play.
Well, there was only 4 spots, so.
And I think there's a certain pressure that disappears when you don't play because you're not going to be focused on as somebody that was on the losing team. Pros and cons to not playing, I think.
So, are you guys saying that she wasn't playing she wasn't volunteering prior to? Because me and Mary weren't at the sitting table when you guys discussed the other challenges, who was going to play and who wasn't going to play.
I was in the first one. Yeah, I was in the first one.
I thought
That was the only. So just at that point, it was like.
There's only been 3. Yeah.
So it was just
Susan, did you volunteer for any of the other 2 or just the first one?
I have. Yeah. Basically, I mean, I know I said just last night I didn't. I guess. I just thought that I just thought give them a chance.
I feel like I don't know. I can go back to the tape, but I just feel like that's to me why I wanted to push this because I felt like in the other 2, maybe the second one, but at least the third one definitely should have been.
Mary, do you miss the other team, or are you liking this new team dynamic more?
I like this dynamic more.
Why do you say that? Is it because of a certain person on the other team?
Yeah.
Who would that be?
The most direct one.
Whoa, that makes it easy.
Ashley, coming into this team, the dynamics are 3 legends, 2 vigilantes. Did that worry you when you first got here?
That's not what worried me.
What worried you?
You tell.
Yeah, no, just I don't know how like the relationship they had with each other. And then even though me and Mary came from the other team together, yeah, I don't know. I've seen shows where people they split up and they come in new teams, and maybe I'm feeling like me and Mary are close, but I don't know what she's doing with these other 3 people. So she could be forming better bonds with these people, and I could, So there's always that that concern that I don't know what is going. Like it's day one all over again.
Well, we're running out of time here. Susan, how are you feeling about tonight's vote? Because I am still a little confused about you. So
confused you?
Yeah,
You mean
you
I
went
confused
from
you?
I'm gonna fall on the sword to I don't want to leave.
Well,
to,
that might be a compliment, huh? No.
yeah, true.
I'm.
Are you worried
I'm all
about
good.
tonight's vote?
Am I?
Yes.
No, I'm not worried because no, why would I be? I'm the one who said to vote me all off, so but I changed my mind, so we'll see.
Dom, does that worry you that Susan's confident? Do you think she has something up her sleeve, an advantage perhaps?
I mean, it's hard because it's hard to have advantage because we have to vote, right? We have to. It was such a different dot that happened, and I could understand. Like I said, Susan was outside. She said doing some lights. I'm like, what is going on?
I was outside. I went outside.
Exactly. Like it was just like I was just like, okay. So I don't know. I mean, it's not so much worry. I just, like I said, I'm just glad at least her head is kind of back to the games. Because at first I was just like, I don't know where her head was last night. So little drink, hey, I had to be right there myself. So I'm not mad at that. It's just what what transpired after was just.
Well, any quick final question for each other because I gotta end this tribal in like a minute. All right, it is time to vote.
I believe that the correct answer for me is the person who chose to give up on themselves and put themselves out there yesterday to say that she doesn't want to play or that she should be the vote. And I am going to go with Susan.
Jason, and because because he targeted me, so yeah, I knew it. That's why.
I have the results. If anybody has an advantage and wants to use it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I will read the results. All right, the first vote is for Susan. The next vote is for Susan. The next vote is for Jason. The next vote is for Jason. Down to one vote, Susan or Jason. The next person voted out of Online Survivor 4 is Jason. You have been voted out tonight. Any last words?
That's it. I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. It was nice to meet both of you. Susan, we're glad you're doing better. Dom, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Nick. Look forward to seeing how it all plays itself out.
The next person voted out of Online Survivor 4 is Jason.
I did not see that shit coming.
No. It was a major shock.
Wow.
Because tomorrow night will be the start of the merge.
Oh my god!
Congratulations.
I think just moving forward with the merge, it'll be interesting just to see, I think, how everybody goes from here.
I don't know, but this is who I'm going for. Tap, whatever the her name is.
She wants everyone to vote her out.
She wants Tabitha out.
We definitely want to get out Mugsy and Dar Star.
It's a very strategical game. You got to look at numbers. Actually, you gotta really analyze what's happening.
I wonder what that's gonna do. Are they gonna still side with Dom and want to still work with him, even knowing that he flipped on you?
Should we get out Susan for just kind of backstab or something like that?
I think the closer, the longer she gets, it's just like I don't. Yeah, you're right. If we can get her out, then we get her so we can stay strong.
Oh man, how many heads I'm gonna cut?